Okay, before we kick off, make sure and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our best episodes. What could be cuter than a fish that can blow itself up to look like a floating balloon? A fish so delicious, on the bustling streets of Tokyo, it goes for $100 a plate. How about if I told you that that same fish is so toxic there is only one species on the planet that can eat it without getting more than a bellyache? That certainly doesn't include you or me. One false slip of a chef's knife and the customer who orders what the Japanese call fugu won't live to taste dessert. Watch this video till the end and I'll let you know which species it is that gets the free lunch. The pufferfish protects itself from harm with a substance called tetrodotoxin. The clue is in the name. This substance is seriously toxic. If it gets inside you, you won't be able to speak properly. Your arms and legs will start popping like a break dancer. Expect involuntary convulsions and eventual paralysis. But the harmful effects don't stop there. In fact, are you ready for this? Tetrodotoxin is 1,200 times more deadly than cyanide. One adult pufferfish can carry enough of the stuff to kill 30 humans. So, the next time you're offered fugu, you might want to think about munching on the edamame beans instead. As crazy as it sounds, the next guest on this list is even more deadly than the pufferfish. Claiming the title of the world's most venomous fish, please welcome the Master of Disguise, the King of Camouflage, and unquestionably one of the ugliest looking critters in the Indo-Pacific, the stonefish. You might think that the world's most venomous fish doesn't need much of an introduction, but with its rock-like features helping it to blend into its environment like a secret agent, the stonefish waits for its prey to drop its guard before pouncing on it. So, if you don't introduce a stonefish, nobody will know it's there. Until it stings you, that is, because these beauties pack a punch. Each one of their 13 dorsal spines, sharp enough to pierce through the sole of your boot, packs 2 sacks of deadly venom. Maddening pain, extreme shock, localized tissue death, and without treatment, the end is nigh. Although it shares a similar toxin, the deadly pufferfish also has nothing on our next guest. Let's try that one again. Our next guest will most certainly not be found in the blue-ridged mountains of Virginia, unless she is seriously lost. Native to Australia and Japan is the spectacular, the one, the only blue-ringed octopus. Well, that's not quite right either. There are in fact 4 confirmed species of blue-ringed octopus, and researchers are investigating another 6. But the spectacular part is bang on. Although these little beauties weigh about the same as a Crayola crayon, you don't want to let your children anywhere near them. Normally dull grey for camouflage, make a blue-ringed octopus nervous, and its body will first change to yellow and then pulse with up to 60 neon blue rings. You have been warned. If she still thinks you're dangerous, she can kill you with a single bite. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. There is no antidote. Death arrives in minutes. Do you know there is a difference between a poisonous animal and a venomous one? Watch this video to the end to discover what that difference is. Everybody loves a snail shell. They're so curly-whirly and cute, especially when they don't sit like a full stop at the end of a trail of slime. But if you see one underwater, do not pick it up. You see, our next guest is very different from the snails you find in your garden. This snail can kill you in less than 5 minutes. Say hello to the marbled cone snail. This little killer likes to paralyze its prey before taking its time to eat it. Its secret weapon is a needle-like tooth launched like a harpoon with such force it will go straight through your wetsuit. And that's where the problem starts. For the cone snail's venom is laced with a painkiller more powerful than morphine, so powerful that you probably wouldn't even feel its bite. What you would feel, very quickly, is a shortness of breath that leaves you gasping for air as your heart, your lungs and your brain scream that they can't get enough oxygen and can't shed carbon dioxide fast enough. Anyone looking would see your lips, your skin and your fingernails turn blue before you fell asleep. Again, there is no antidote. The stonefish is the deadliest fish in the ocean. But fish aren't the only things that swim the seven seas. Our next guest is just plain deadlier than any fish. With enough venom to kill 60 people inside 5 minutes with a single tentacle, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the king of the box jellyfish and uncontested deadliest animal in the ocean, the sea wasp. If you see a sea wasp drifting with the warm currents from northern Australia past Vietnam to the Gulf of Thailand, do not shake hands with any of its 3-meter-long tentacles. The sense of burning is like a vision from Dante's Inferno. Its intensity such a shock to the system, it can cause heart failure within minutes. These psychopaths of the sea slay more people per year off the coast of Australia than sharks. Forget Jaws. It's these boxers you most need to look out for, and in particular, the sea wasp. So, the next time you see one, no need for the fist bump. Just wave. Get it? Wave? Ocean? No? Next on our list is something that often gets confused for a jellyfish, but isn't. The difference is that the jellyfish is a single animal. Our next guest is a colony of cell clusters strung together and stretched out to form an extended body. The fancy name for these organisms is siphonophores. A team of scientists from the Western Australia Museum recently found what at 150 foot, 46 meters, may be the longest animal ever recorded. To give that some perspective, the biggest blue whale ever found only stretches to a measly 111 feet. These siphonophores are really something special. We're going to focus on what the Aussies and the Springboks call the blue bottle, but also goes by the name of the Portuguese man of war. Around 10,000 people are stung by the tentacles of these beauties, mainly off the east coast of Australia, every year. If the venom is taken up by your lymph nodes, imagine the worst allergic reaction you can think of, and then double it. The larynx swells, blocked airways, you can't breathe, your heart gets distressed, you feel fever and shock. And after that, although thankfully rarely, you may be past feeling anything at all. Last, but by no means least on our list, is a beauty and a beast. Another major threat to fishermen and divers, the lionfish. Its venomous rays can cause your blood pressure to fall south faster than the stock market after an oil price collapse. Searing pain, nausea, vomiting, fever, breathing difficulties, headaches, pins and needles, severe chest pain, slurred speech, a swollen tongue, sweating, diarrhea, dizziness, convulsions, temporary paralysis, and ultimately, death. But they're really pretty. In Belize, the Bahamas, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, you can find all kinds of funky lionfish jewelry. And they taste delicious, buttery and tender. They're all the rage in Cuba and Colombia. Well, there you have it. 7 magnificent killers from the ocean's blue. But hey, I almost forgot. Did you guess which species is immune to pufferfish poison? Drumroll please. The shark. Did you enjoy this video? I certainly had fun making it. Come on, give us a like. Let me know in the comments below what animals you think should be added to the list. Oh, and finally, the difference between a poisonous and a venomous animal? Poisonous animals don't necessarily have a way to deliver their toxins. Venomous animals always do. Have a look at the other videos on this channel. You'll enjoy them. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification icon so you don't miss out on our latest and greatest.
TTFN, ta-ta for now.